Good song there, Ray, against Stylings of Coldstream. If you guys want to check that out, that's on Spotify. The Celtics, speaking of Stylings, they are priming up here, gentlemen. We can take this wherever you want. This is a little bit of a repetitive segment for me, but I did get in the weeds again on the Mazzula ball. And there was some interesting things that actually there's a little bit of positivity to it. So I'll wait to give you that. Bobby, if you want to give us your opening take, just your state of the Celtics here as we're looking at the playoffs next week.
This year was just in general supposed to be a reset year. That's what we were told. Tatum wasn't going to be here, but his return has immediately reset all the expectations. Now it's immediately they're going to make the finals, or it's a bust of a season. And here we are as they're coming down the stretch, and we got Jordan Wall shutting down LaMelo Ball. Yeah, they're really ready to go. Mazzula's going to be able to use him and use these new pieces in the postseason, right? Because he's a good coach, and he's going to get these things done. Oh, wait, they're just going to jack a bunch of threes and probably lose in the second round. Sorry.
I don't like that. I have more positivity than that, but it's in the general sphere. Ray, thoughts on the Celtics?
I'm not like Bobby. I'm not a boob. I see the eye. I can gauge the eye. I can gauge the eye talent. Oklahoma City Thunder, they were on a 12-game winning streak. Celtics stopped that. They beat them. Then the Hawks were winners of 13 out of 14. Stopped that run. The Celtics are playing prime basketball right now with Tatum in the lineup. They're the best team in the NBA. They should go to the NBA Finals, and I think they have a chance to raise banner 19 because they are that good. They don't even need Joe Mazzula to coach. The five nucleus that they have on the court with that starting five can easily shut down and score on any other NBA five they put out there. So, yeah, Celtics are going to raise banner 19 this year.
I hate people say banner 19. Just say championship.
Banner 19, bitch.
Yeah, so lame. Do you have your Celtics sock wrapped in your loose dong right now? Your footy pajamas?
Ask your mother.
Let me give you a little ray of hope here for the Boston Celtics moving into the playoffs. Bobby's right. Expectations are back on with Jayson Tatum. Ray's right. They should come out of the East. Cade Cunningham is down for Detroit. The only real competition I see, we can parse that if you'd like later on the segment, but their biggest enemy is going to be themselves, like it was last year in the second round, and their three-point shooting. So what I have for you here is some statistics by the numbers, some Joe Mazzula ball that may just make you feel a little bit better if you have some apprehension based on last year. So this year, we're going to go – this is just three-point field goal numbers here from NBA.com. Okay? This year, the Celtics are currently fourth in three-point attempts at basically 42 attempts per game, and they're 10th in three-point percentage, which is 36%, which is about what they've been the last several years. They shoot about 36% from behind the arc. Their field goal attempts, they're fifth at 90, so that's up from last year. And their field goal percentage is 15th. Not that great, honestly, 46%. And then I found this interesting. The free throw attempts, dead last in the league in free throw attempts. So
SGA probably has more than them.
They have 18 attempts per game. I think SGA has like 12. So, the corresponding style of play there, when you're fourth in the league in three-point attempts and last in the league in free throws, you shoot 36% from behind the three. You shoot 80% from the free throw line. You can start doing the math. Obviously, this show would like a little bit more of an adjustment back to getting to the line and shooting some more twos, but they have done that this year, especially compared to last year. Right now, they're shooting 48 two-pointers a game, 42 three-pointers a game, and the 19 free throws I just mentioned. Last year, that was basically flipped. They were shooting more three-pointers than two-pointers. I think it was only the second time ever in NBA history that a team has done that. And it bit them in the ass in the playoffs. Let me just finish with these statistics, because this is one the nerds and the youngins always shove up your ass. Based on those statistics I just gave you, they're second in offensive rating in the league, which is come to find out. And I did some deep digging. I actually looked at the formula for offensive rating. Can I sum it up for you? Fucking bullshit. There is pages of math, like pages of fucking math to figure out an offensive rating, which is just basically how much you're going to score within 100 possessions. Like, what's your efficiency? which I don't know what that means because they're 21st in total points per game. So I guess when they get the ball, they score more efficiently than other teams. But what if they just score more fucking points than you? Lucky they're 4th in defensive rating, so they got a good defensive squad. I understand. But you're only scoring the 21st most points in the league. So your efficiency can be great, but if you don't score more than the other team, you're not going to win. Now, that doesn't hurt them.
That is true. That is the truest thing you've ever said.
Let me say that again. If you don't score more points than the other team, repeat after me, you will
lose.
You will lose. That's right.
Wow.
That's right, kids. Now, in the regular season, that has not hurt the Joe Mazzula Celtics because the nerds have figured out that your efficiency over 100 possessions is more accurately distributed or more properly, efficiently distributed if you shoot 3-pointers at what a 47% clip that they're shooting if you shoot 36% from behind the line. I went deep today, boys. I even read a scientific study. I don't know. I went a scientific study on high school boys basketball and the same, would it be better if high school boys shot 3-pointers versus 2-pointers? No, high school boys suck at 3-pointers.
Bingo.
They shoot about 30% from behind the line. In order for it to work in the NBA, you need to shoot about 36% from behind the line. Guess what the Celtics shoot? 36%.
36, yeah.
They are right there. They are right where they need to be just to make it worth it. Except when they get in the fucking playoffs, especially last year. So quickly here. Last year, obviously a wild disappointment. During the season, they shot 48 3-point attempts. They shot 37% behind the line. Killing it. 90 total free field goals. Again, over half of those were from behind the line. Once they got to the playoffs, their attempts stayed about the same. They shot 47 3-pointers per game in the playoffs, but they only shot 31%. That's high school boys basketball level. And the nerds will tell you that if you shoot that low, you will lose. Very good. Very good, class. Very good indeed. Let me just give you the numbers from the championship season. During the season, they shot 42.5 3-pointers to 44 2-pointers. So they were above water there, shooting more 2s than 3s. They shot 39% from 3 during their championship season in the regular season. When they got to the playoffs, 3-point attempts dipped a little bit. So they shot less 3-pointers, 40 per game. And that percentage stayed at about 36%, which would tell you they're probably playing within the offense, shooting good shots. Oh, also they had the easiest run to the championship in NBA history. So that helps. So, Ray Stradamus, I get to this year. And if you do have such an easy path to the championship, which they might, which we can get to here in a second, this year they're back on that championship trajectory. They're shooting 42 threes per game. They're shooting a little over 36% from behind the line. They're shooting more 2s than 3s. They're shooting 40% 3-pointers to the 50, whatever that math is on the 2-pointers. So they are on the same track from their championship team. They've dialed back the Joe Mazzula 3-ball with Jaylen Brown leading the way, getting to the line and getting to the rim. And they're back on the trajectory heading into the playoffs that they were in their championship season when it comes to 3-pointers attempted and 3-pointers made and that style of basketball. Did everybody follow along?
Yep, they're going to win the championship this year.
My
you just fucking said it. You fucking just said it. All those numbers
from this. My takeaway from this is if you look, like the numbers are here in front of the email, but that championship season, they shot 47% 3-pointers during the regular season. They shot 47% 3-pointers in the postseason. This year, they're shooting 40% 3-pointers in the regular season. I would be very surprised if they not shoot about 47% 3-pointers in the postseason, as opposed to last year. They shot 53% 3-pointers in the regular season. That went up to 57% 3-pointers in the postseason. And you all remember that Knicks series when they were blowing 20-point leads with brick after brick after brick after brick.
They lost.
So did they learn something? Maybe. Is it corresponding to Jayson Tatum's injury? Maybe. But what they have not done, Bobby, they have not forfeited their overall philosophy. If anything, they've tweaked it, but they still are totally reliant on shooting 36% from the 3-point line at about 47% of their shots. And if they don't do that, then they're a high school boys basketball team. They won't score more points than their team, and they will, Raymond,
lose.
Thank you.
It's an excellent analogy. Excellent analogy. I like the high school boys basketball team. And the way I played in high school, I was ahead of the curve because I was jacking threes, baby. So I was ahead of the curve there. Toot, toot. So if we're going to go here and look at the math again, if we're looking at the championship season, so in each year of the regular season, the 3-point percentage is up. You get into the playoffs when team decides to actually contest every shot and play defense. Obviously, your shooting percentage is going to go down. So if I'm looking at these numbers, and right now in the regular season, even though they're shooting only 47% threes and only making it at this 36% mark, which we're deeming is the acceptable level, once they start to go up against playoff caliber defense, where every shot is going to be contested with the utmost level of effort, it looks to me like they're going to go down to 31% because that's what I'm seeing here. So it's that 3 to 6% drop. It's going to go below that level of efficiency, which means that they would need to evolve their play, which we haven't seen.
Well, now let me just throw one more a variable into the equation. Their championship run, they shot 36% all the way through the playoffs. Why? Because they played absolute dog shit for competition. So, Bingo. Is there a team? Let's just stick with the East right now. We know the West has some solid competition. Is there a team in the East that can do what let's say the Knicks did to them last year, are they? Here's my takeaway. I don't think that they are going to do themselves in the way they did last year. I think that lesson at least was learned, and it's Jaylen Brown's team right now, and he doesn't play that style of basketball. Totally. Raymond, is there a team in the East that could push them to just outright beating them if the Celtics don't beat themselves?
Knicks. It's the only team. And I give that the Knicks. The only team that has a shot at beating the Celtics is the Knicks. And I'm not saying the Knicks are favored to beat the Celtics. You're just asking, is there a team? The Knicks. Other than that, no, there's no one. I think they have a clean shot to the finals from the Eastern side.
I don't know. I think, like, again, we're looking at these numbers. Last year in the playoffs, they shot 50% of their shots were from three, and they shot 31%. I don't think they're going to do that again. If they did not do that against the Knicks, I don't think they lose that series. They blew 3 20-point leads in the second half against the Knicks. They dominated the fucking Knicks, and then they bricked for 2.5 straight quarters. And then Jayson Tatum blew his Achilles. I think the Knicks are trash. I think
you will see them in the second round. You will have the first round matchup with the Charlotte Hornets, probably, when they play in either them or the 76ers. I think you're going to easily gentleman sweep there. Then you're going to play the Knicks. I think you will probably take that to 6. You will win 4-2. And then whoever comes out, whoever beats Detroit in that Eastern semifinal, that's who you play.
I'm not Cade Cunningham is supposed to come back. He is supposed to come back. And if he comes back and goes on a Tyrese Halliburton style run, I mean, he's a better player than Tyrese Halliburton is, and he ended up in the finals last year. It just all depends on this injury. So if it's his lungs and he can come back and just play with any semblance of wind, he just had a nice long rest that his body is healed. So it's just all about if he's got the wind and his lungs aren't going to cave in again.
Ray gets a punctured lung every time he sleeps on his back. I just think the way the Celtics lose is they get teams get physical with them and they don't allow them to make 36% from behind the three. And the only team I see with the capability to do that are the Detroit Pistons. I think that they are you're right, Bobby. If Cunningham goes off, then singular players can win series in the NBA. We know that, but I think they're in that 2022 Celtics mix where they're a little bit young and I could see Jaylen Brown just kind of winning a game 6 or Tatum winning a game 6 and finishing them off. In summation, I think the Celtics should come out of the East. I think that they
should as well.
Absolutely should come out of the East. And the only way they're not is if they shoot 57% threes at a 31% clip and they do themselves in. Because if you don't score more points than the other team, you
lose.
Very good, class. For everybody that learned something here today and this evening and whenever you're watching it, subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends, tell your mothers, hit the subscribe button, let the algorithm do the work. We will be back before you know it with a little bit 10 questions from a guy named Rob. The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Mazzula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
Vacation. I'm gonna quay all these. I'm gonna fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q.